Hi everyone, you're welcome. So we're still on our circle skirt series. Today I'll be concluding the series with the quarter circle, which is the 90 degrees. I've already shown you how to go about the 360, which is the full circle. I've shown you how to do the half circle, which is 180-degree circle. So today I'll be showing you how to do the quarter circle. So stay with me. So in these tutorials we'll be needing our waist and our length measurement. I will be working with a waist of 28 inches. So I'm adding 2 inches allowance to it, which will now make it 30 inches. The purpose of the allowance is for the zipper, to enable us to attach a zipper at the back. 1 inch will go for one side, 1 inch will go for the other side, making it 2 inches. So the formula to get the radius, the quarter of the waist, is waist times 2. For example, mine is 30 times 2 will give me 60 inches. 60 you divide it by 3.14. I've done my own maths. I have 19.1 inches. So let's get into it. So 19.1 inches, I assume this is my pattern paper. 19.1 inches. So my paper is quite small. I'll just assume, like I do assume before, that the 19.1 inches is 1 inch. It looks similar to the other ones, but it's quite different. So I'll just keep taking my 1 inch all round. Remember, the 1 inch is not the real value. The real value is 19.1 inches. So I'll just keep going like this all the way around, and I'll use my curve ruler, or I use my hand if I can do it by hand, to get a curve. Then from this curve now, the length that I'm working with is 20.5 inches, length plus the hemming allowance, making it 20.5 inches. So as my paper is quite small, I will still assume that the length is 4 inches. So 4 inches round, 4 inches round. I'll keep taking my 4 inches all round like this. 4 inches, 4 inches. Then I'll use, let me use my curve ruler to connect. I'll just connect like this. Okay, I'll just connect and make sure I connect all the dots. So there you have it. This is the length here. This is the length, 20.5 inches, and this is the waist. So at the waist, because I'm going to attach a band, or I'm going to attach it to the upper bodice, I'm going to add a seam allowance of 1/2 of an inch or quarter. So I'm adding 1/2 of an inch here. I'm adding 1/2 of an inch seam allowance, or you call it sewing allowance. It's still okay. So I connect. So I'll show you how to cut this pattern. This is how to cut this pattern. Alright, this is how to cut this pattern. Okay, you see this is side. This side now will represent the center front, and this side now will represent the center front, and this side will represent the center back. So let me cut the waist at the seam allowance. Okay, so I will show you now how to cut this on fabric. We assume this is our fabric here. This time around there is no folding. You don't fold. 180 you fold once, and 360 you fold twice. 90 degrees there is no need to fold. you just bring your fabric at the selvage end and you place your fabric, like your pattern paper on your fabric. This is your pattern paper, this is your fabric. You place it like this. You ensure that you place it like this on your fabric. This is your fabric, this is your pattern paper. You ensure that this side aligns with the fabric and this side too aligns with this side of the fabric. All right, then when you do that, you are now ready to cut. You can pin it down so that your fabric will not shift. So you cut like this. Can you see what I'm doing? You cut like this. All right, you cut like this. Okay, one thing I'll tell you is that this quarter circle, it consumes a lot of fabric, because don't look at it like this. If I'm using the real 19.1 inches, it should go almost down here, so it will require a lot of fabric. So that's one thing about this 90-degree skirt, consumes a lot of fabric. So this is how you do it, and I have cut it now on fabric. This is the fabric. So this is it. This is your center part. So it will just be like this, like this. You fix your zipper here, and sew down. So this is how it should be. It's not as full as the 180 and 360 degree. So it's almost like an A-line skirt. So this can also pass for an A-line. You get, can also pass for an A-line. So this is it. And there's another method to achieve this 90 degrees. Another method, just like the 180 degree. So this one now, you don't need a pattern paper. You can do it directly on your fabric. So what you do is that 19.1 inches, you add your length to it, your length of 20 inches. I mean, I'm working 20 inches length. You add your length to it. If you're using floor length, you add your floor length measurement to the 19.1 inches, which is my own calculation plus the hemming allowance. And then you, for example, if it gives you 40, if your total gives you 40, you measure your 40 down. This one you don't need to fold your fabric. Measure your 40 down and you mark it. Then you take this side, this ending side here, and bring it to this side. 180, you fold like this before you bring this one to this. 90 degrees, you don't do that. This is your fabric. All you need to do is you just bring this end to this end, to this end. So here you have it. This is it. You just bring this end to this end. So here your 19, you measure from this tip here, 19.1 all round. 19.1 all round, assuming is this now. Then from this 19.1 here, you measure your 20 and half all round. Then you join the dots together, and here you come back here, add your seam allowance of 1/2 inch at the waist. Then you cut and you cut, and by the time you open it up, you have your 90-degree skirt that looks like A-line skirt. So that is it for your quarter circle. So because I am rounding up today, I'm going to show you how to achieve a double circle. You know, I don't just want to like extend it to another video. I just want to like conclude everything today. So in case you want to do like a 720-degree circle, all you need to, like, you want your skirt to really be full, all you need to do is, if you're working with a waist of 28 inches, you divide that 28 by 2 inches, which will give you 14 inches. That 14 inches, now you add your 2 inches to it for joining, because you're joining, there will be joining here at the side. The two circles will have to be joined at the side. So this your 14 inches here, you're going to divide it by 6.28. You're going to divide it by 6.28. So whatever you have here is what you use to cut your 360-degree flare, which I've already shown you. You use to cut your 360-degree flare, which you fold twice, and then you place your pattern on it and cut. Then when you cut another one again and join. So now you have two circles. You have two circles which you join at the side, and it will give you, instead of 360 degrees, it will now give you 720-degree skirt. So it's that easy. So if you want to make it 1,400 and 360 times 4, which is 1,440 degrees circle, all you need to do is your waist of 28 inches divided by 4. So for example, if it comes out as I don't know, let me just assume that it's 8. Let me just say it's 8. That 8 is what you divide by 6.28. So whatever you have, use it to cut 4 of the full circle. And always know that this 8 inches here, you're going to add 2 inches to it, because there will always be a joining. You are going to join them together, so you need a seam allowance. So if you have 8 inches, say your waist is 28, you divide it by 4, and you have is equals to 8 inches, you must add 2 inches to it, joining allowance, seam allowance at the side. Then that answer you get, which is 10, you divide it by 6.28. Then you use it to cut your full circle. You cut your full circle into 4 places, and then you join them together. That will now give you 1,440 degree circle, which will still come back to your waist measurement, but it will be really, really full, but with your waist measurement intact. So that is it for the circle skirt tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.